Hi everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing some exercises with our stretchy band. So go ahead and grab that if you have one. Let me get our music started and then we'll talk a little bit more here. All right. Oh, try that again. Gotta leave the phone up. Okay. All right, a little background music there. So a couple of things. Make sure that you stay hydrated. Very important. So make sure you have your water available. You can take a water break whenever you feel like it, anytime throughout the workout. Please do stay hydrated. A couple other things. I'm wearing socks, but please, for your own safety, go ahead and wear some shoes, especially when we're doing the standing exercises. So go ahead and do that. And then as far as the bands, a lot of people will ask me, well, what size or what color should I use? What thickness should I use? It's going to depend on the brand of the band. Obviously, thicker is more challenging. This particular band, Spry, the easier one is the green, red is medium, and blue is harder. But it could vary depending on the brand that you have. I have some other bands that the color coding is completely different. So just check and see what the thickness is of your band. If you have multiples, you can try different ones. But remember that you can also control the tension on the band by just the placement of your hands or feet and the anchor point. So let's go ahead and get started on some exercises. Please make sure that you have a nice sturdy chair for these chair exercises. It's not going to roll or slide or move. And first thing we're going to do is move to the front part of the chair. All right, go ahead and grab the band. I like to grab the handles and then an extra loop of band, but you can just go ahead and shorten it up however you like. We're going to start with some pull-aparts with a lean back for the abdominals. So we're going to do a little bonus abdominal exercise. So you're going to begin by sitting up, lengthening the spine, pull the belly button in, remember to breathe and relax the shoulders down, extend your band forward. Again, keeping that spine lengthened, begin to pull the band apart. Now you can adjust your tension as you go and lean back without using the back of your chair. So that extra bonus challenge for the abs. And check and see how that tension is on your band. You want it to be challenging but not impossible. So you're pulling the shoulder blades together. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. We're working upper back, shoulders, and arms. Now let's add a little bonus challenge for abs here. Option to add a knee lift right here. That band is coming into the center of the chest. You can even go a little bit lower if you find that your shoulders want to elevate. Good. Last two. Great job. Keep the spine lengthened. Keep breathing. Last one of these. All right, let's go ahead and take a little break there for a moment in case your shoulders are feeling it. All right, so next one we're going to be pulling down from the top. So we're going to bring the hands a little bit closer together. You're still going to be sitting to the front half of the chair. This time we're bringing the band up overhead. Think of a lat pull-down exercise. You're going to bring it down and back up. So reaching up toward the ceiling. Now add that little bonus lean back again for abs. Good, so upper back and shoulders and arms. Now option to lift the heels and do a tiny little tiptoe march here as well. If that feels like it's too unstable, then just do the upper body part of it. Totally fine if you want to do that. Good, just one more of those. All right, great job. Go ahead and relax those shoulders down. Okay, so you're going to let go of the extra loop of your band for a moment. You're still at the front part of your chair. This is our shoulder mobility, so we're going to do put the coat on, take the coat off. If for any reason you're not comfortable going behind the head, just do a circle in front of the body. Totally fine to modify it. Now change direction, go the other way. Big circle around. And of course, please make sure that it doesn't wrap around your neck. I had one of my students that would have that problem, so just be very cautious of that. All right, good job. Go ahead and take a break there, relax, and bring the band around behind the back for some chest presses. So we're going to go around the middle of the back and under the arms. And Then go ahead and shorten it up just a little bit here. You can adjust it as we go along. We're going to be pushing forward this time. So for this one, we're just going to be sitting up tall and press front and release. So if it's a little bit too easy, go ahead and grab up higher, press and release. So chest, little triceps here. You're going to keep the elbows tucked in by the sides. Exhale, inhale. Remember not to hold your breath. Sometimes we focus so hard on what we're doing that we don't remember to breathe. It's very, very important, especially when you're doing strength exercises, to keep breathing. So you can exhale on the exertion, the press, inhale on the release, or whatever is easiest for you to remember. Good, just a couple more of those. All right, nice job. Let's bring the band around to the front, and we're going to do a little tricep specific exercise. So the back of the arm, a lot of people want to do some extra work on that, so we're going to do that next. Now I'm going to begin with, on my working arm, just a slight shortening up, and then my anchor hand I'm going to grab all the way in the middle and hang on right here in front of the chest. So what we're doing here, I'll turn to the side so you can see it. You're going to extend the arm all the way out and release. So you're going to think about the back of the arm working. The triceps extend the arm. So you want to come all the way out to full extension. Otherwise, you're not going to get all of the benefit of it. Then adjust your length of your band. Remember, you're in control of the length of the band and therefore how difficult this is. So you can shorten up the band if you need more resistance, or you can lengthen it out if you need less resistance. Remember to breathe, relax that shoulder down. Good, last two. And final one on this side. Great. All right, let's come back and switch sides. All right, so anchoring hand in the center of the band and the working arm. Remember, elbow tucked in by the side, so we're not going to flare out at all. I'm just going to turn. You don't have to turn, but I'm going to turn so you can see it. Again, you're coming all the way out without lifting the shoulder up towards the ear. Make sure you're relaxing your neck. Keep a nice solid grip on the center of that band. You don't want it to go flying out and snap you in the nose or anything like that. All the way out. Keep breathing through it. Exhale. Inhale. Good. 3 more of those. Last one of these. Good job. All right. So let's do our rotator cuff exercise. This is a very familiar one for a lot of you. So the smaller muscles in the shoulder, we're going to work on those stabilizer muscles. So you're going to shorten up both sides. You're going to have your palms up and your elbows locked in so that you're not lifting your upper arms at all away from your body. You're going to keep them locked in, and then just go out as wide as you can without having to move your upper arms away from your body. So if that feels really, really hard, go ahead and give yourself a little more slack there. Just keep those upper arms locked in. So you're going to feel the pull of the band. That's a very good thing. Just go as wide as you can. Everybody's range of motion is going to be different. Last one. All right, great job. Let's go ahead and put the band underneath the feet. So again, I would wear shoes for this part especially, and for the standing part, just so that the band is going to be stable there. Make sure it's underneath your arches, and we are just going to start with some rows from this position. So both feet solidly on your band. The end of your bands is even. Then you can shorten it up. You're going to come halfway back up and hold in that position. Get a good grip on your band, and you're rowing up and release. So shoulder blades coming in towards each other. And again, focus on not tightening the neck up. Relax the neck. You might have to focus on that a little bit more. So shoulder blades in towards the middle of the back, elbows up. Exhale on the pull, inhale on the release. Good job. Make sure you keep those toes and heels down so your band is not going to come up and snap you. I've seen it happen. Last two. Last one. All right, great job. Go ahead and come all the way up. Let's pause for a quick little water break. Grab a sip. And then we're going to do our outer hip, outer thigh. So I like to cross the band over for this one so that you're making an X. And then you're just going to rest your handles on top of your legs. We're going to do the alternating lift and tap out. So knee lift and tap out. Again, make sure that your band is secured under your feet. So for this one, try not to scoot around in your chair. You're just going to move out as far as you can without having to move around in the chair. And you're focusing on outer thigh and outer glute for this one. Nice. Go as wide as you can. Challenge yourself a little bit. Last one. Very good work. All right, so go ahead and uncross your band, and I'm going to give you a standing option on this one. If you prefer to stay seated, feel free to do that. I'm going to back up just a little bit, and then make sure that your band is still secured under your feet. If you have moved up to standing, make sure it is still secured. Your ends are still even. So we're going to do a bicep curl, and then if you're standing, you're going to add a squat into it. So curl and squat. So remember, elbows tucked into the sides for the bicep curl, palms are up, and then for the squat, you're sitting back in the heels and squeezing those glutes at the bottom of the movement and as you come up. So you're sitting back just like you were going to sit all the way back down in your chair. Good. A little bit lower body involvement here. Challenge yourself, but stay in pain-free range of motion for your joints. Last one. All right, let's do some balanced bicep curls right here. Just a few more. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so from here, we're going to bring the feet a little bit closer together. Make sure your band is still secured. And we're going to cross those handles. So one more shoulder exercise is going to be our upright row. Be sure that you go out wide for this one. So this is working on the deltoids, the shoulders, but we want to make sure that we don't put any strain on the rotator cuff. So go out wide, elbows out wide. So this is for shoulders rather than upper back, so that's why we're keeping that upright body position. Breathing. Challenge yourself. If you're feeling good, you can go a little bit higher, go a little bit higher. Nice. Last 2. All right, from here, you've still got your band crossed. If you're standing, you're going to do some side steps, so we're going to do a little bit more work for the outer thigh. If you're still seated, just go ahead and return to those alternating tap out and tap in. If you're standing, go ahead and start with a slight knee bend, and then you're going to take a great big step each direction. Great big step each direction, starting with that. All right, let's try some doubles. So we're going to do 2 and switch. 2 and switch. So again, just going out as wide as you can. Think about outer thigh, outer glute. Keep those knees bent. Just a slight bend there. Very good. 1 to go. All right, great job. Go ahead and come back to your chair. We're going to set that band aside and just do a little bit of abs and a little bit of balance to finish off with. Water break, always. All right, so you won't need the band anymore. That can be out of your way. We're going to move forward in the chair again and do a little bit more abdominals here. So we're going to go back to the beginning where we were sitting up super tall, abdominals pulled in, belly button pulled in towards the spine. Then you can challenge yourself as to what you do with your arms. So you can start with a little bit lower position. If you want an extra challenge, a little bit higher up to the ears, or even reaching all the way up. So we'll start with the crisscross position, again keeping that back lengthened out. We're going to lean back with that knee lift. Good, keep breathing through it. So this one, even though you have the abdominals engaged, Make sure that you're still breathing through it. Now, extra challenge there. If you want to extend the leg as you lift, go ahead and do that. And then remember, you can advance it if you want a bit more challenge here. Hands up by the fingers up by the ears. And even more challenge, reach all the way up, and you're going to look up towards your hands. So you're going to find that to be quite a bit harder. And then you can even lift the legs higher if you're still feeling good. Good, all right. One more each side, then we'll take a little break before we go into our second set. Good job. All right, let's take a little break here, catch the breath, and then we're going to work on the obliques, the waistline a bit more for the second set. So we're going to do the same thing, but with a rotation. So you have all the same options for the arms, crisscross, up to the ears, or all the way up. It's completely up to you. And again, you can have the knee bent or the leg straight. So we're going to lift, and this time we're going to rotate. Lift and rotate. So opposite side, opposite elbow towards the hip. Or same thing if you're all the way up. You're just doing the extended arms, and then option to extend the legs all the way out. So just really focusing on the waistline and using those abdominals to lift the legs. Keep breathing through it. Remember not to hold your breath. Last two. And then finally, right here, just hold, toes down, heels up, lift the chest, look up, you're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right. Big inhale, big exhale. Okay, so let's come around behind our chair. We're going to do just a brief little bit of balance work here. So you have your chair here for support. Use it as much as you need to, but if you don't need it, challenge yourself, challenge your balance. It's there for your safety, but if you don't need it, you can use it not at all, or maybe just one finger on it. So we're going to start with just standing on one foot. Go ahead and put one foot right there in the center. You're going to see if you can bring that other foot up. First thing we're going to do is just letting go of that chair if you can. If you need one hand on there, go ahead and do that. And we're going to start with those fingertip touches. So this is your proprioception exercise. So you're touching pinky to thumb, ring finger to thumb, middle finger to thumb, index finger to thumb. Try not to look at your hands. This is your proprioception. Now, challenge yourself by doing the same thing, but closing the eyes. So you still have that one foot up. You're standing on one foot, touching the fingertips to the thumb. If it's a little bit too much, go ahead and open the eyes. And take a break. All right, final thing, we're going to stay on this same side. Just that little reach down towards your chair, shifting that range of motion. Come all the way up. Let's do a great big reach up. And we'll just do that one more time. I know that foot, ankle, and calf is working hard. And all the way up. Good job. All right, go ahead and shake out that leg. We're going to switch to the other side. So starting again, just shifting the weight over before you pick that other foot up. If you can let go of the chair with both hands, go ahead and do so. If you lift through your arch, and then remember that your center of gravity is now over here instead of down the center, that'll help somewhat in terms of helping you achieve your balance. Of course, if you need to keep the toes down, go ahead and do so, but add those fingertip touches. So again, it's pinky finger to thumb, ring finger, middle finger, index finger. So we're going for that proprioception here. Try not to look at it. That's your awareness of where you are in space, where your body is in space. And then continue on, do that extra challenge. If that feels right for you, just go ahead and close those eyes. If not, keep them open. Last time. All right, open the eyes, and then we're going to do our little hinge forward. So again, you're extending the free leg behind, reaching the hands down towards the chair, and come all the way up. Good, let's do that just one more time. Reach down, Tap the chair if you can. And come all the way up. All right, great job. Go ahead and shake those legs out. Let's do a couple of quick stretches here, starting as always with our downward dog. That's a great big step back with both feet. Press your hips back. If you can, bring your ears down by your arms. Nice stretch for the whole back side of the body. And then slowly step in, come all the way up, and we'll do our split stance here. So we're going to have one foot forward, the other foot back, starting with that calf and Achilles stretch. So you're going to press down through that back heel, drive it into the floor. Your front knee is bent towards your chair, chest is up and shoulders are back. Now lift that back heel a little bit, bend that back knee, and we're going to tuck under. So tuck that tailbone under so that we're stretching the front of the leg here. We're not going to go through all of our stretches today, so please go ahead and refer back to one of my stretching videos for the full complement of stretches. Go ahead and step in, switch sides, big step back, and then pressing down through that heel. That back heel is pressing down, so you're stretching the calf and Achilles. Front knee is bent and chest is lifted up. All right, lift the heel, bend that back knee just slightly, and then tuck that tailbone under. You're going to feel that stretch in that quadricep and hip flexor. If you've been sitting a lot, you'll appreciate this one. And step in. All right, let's go ahead and reach around behind the back. Grab the hands together, rotate the shoulders back, comfortable range of motion for your shoulders. And then we'll do ear to shoulder, stretch your neck. Other ear to shoulder, and come back to center and just tuck the chin down toward the chest and release out the hands, and then just roll the shoulders front to back. All right, from here our final stretch. Inhale as you reach all the way up. Exhale, open through the chest. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Awesome job, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.